Welcome to the Chemistry Live channel. In today's practical session, we will discuss about the synthesis of Celol. See, here the synthesis of Celol is very easy because there is esterification process, nothing else, it's only esterification process. So what will we do first? We will take the salicylic acid and react with the phenol, we get a Celol. So in the next slide, we will take a look of the background of the phenyl salicylate. So phenyl salicylate, or we can call as Celol, is a chemical substance introduced in 1883 by Marceli Nensky of Basel. It is synthesized by the heating of salicylic acid with phenol. Once in a use as a sunscreen, phenyl salicylate is now used as a manufacture of some polymers, liquors, adhesive, waxes and polish. Commonly it is used in school laboratory, demonstrating on the how cooling rates the effect of crystal size in igneous rock, or it can be used to demonstrate seed crystal selectiveness. In additional uses, it has been used as an internal antiseptic based on antibacterial activity upon the hydrolysis in the small intestine, and also used as a mild. So we can say medicinal use is very great for that one. Is sunscreen, uses antibacterial activity in the small intestine as well as mild analgesic. So in next slide, we will take a look about the principle and add to that aim, requirement and the mole ratio. So the principle is a esterification reaction of salicylic acid and phenol in presence of methane sulfonic acid yield in phenyl salicylate. How it's processed? It's processed to acid attack, and then phenol is converted into the pH OH2 in its protonated form, and then it attack to the salicylic acid and we will get our product. So that topic we'll discuss in the mechanism section, because we have two mechanism today. We have learned two mechanism today, and then in our next practical, like a synthesis of methyl salicylate, winter oil, we will take a look on that one after that. So this requirement is salicylic acid, phenol and methane sulfonic acid. The density, here the mention of salicylic acid, the mole ratio is 1:1:0.70. That is for salicylic acid, phenol and methane sulfonic acid. So as discussed, here we take a look about the taken mole ratio. Suppose we want to start a practical with 8 gram, because the standard is 9 grams. So we want to start a practical with 8 grams. So what is the procedure, what is the mole, and how many amount of phenol and methane sulfonic acid we have to take to complete the reactions. Let's start with that. First of all, we have to take a look. The mole of salicylic acid is equal to weight of salicylic acid divided by molecular weight of salicylic acid. So if we get any moles, we can just substitute this weight of salicylic acid by the weight of phenol and molecular weight of phenol. So that is a primary formula. So mole is equal to nothing but weight divided by molecular weight. So now we can calculate 8 gram divided by 138.12 gram per mole. So is equal to 0.057. Now we want to get the weight of phenol. How will we get the weight of phenol? So for weight of phenol, we have to use is denoted by H. We have to use F into G. So F is a mole of phenol. So for the mole, we have to use the following equation. F is equal to mole of salicylic acid multiplied by mole ratio of phenol. So if we multiply 0.057 into 1, we get the same result, 0.057. So the weight of phenol, or H, is equal to 0.057 multiplied by the molecular weight of it, G, 94.11. So that is about 5.45 gram. The density of phenol, here we have taken a look, is 1.07. So we divide with the density of phenol, we will get 5.09 ml. So we can take in phenol, ml is 5.09. So here we can write H is equal to 5.09, which is weight of phenol. And now we switch to the another calculation. So weight of methane sulfonic acid. So methane sulfonic acid denoted by H, the weight is denoted by H. So here we have to get J and K for that purpose. So J is equal to C into I is equal to 0.057 into 0.70. So it's equal about 0.040. So that calculation, when we multiplied with weight of methane sulfonic acid, we will have here 3.84 gram, and when we'll divide with the density, we will have 2.5 ml of methane sulfonic acid. So that is two ways we have to take a look of methane sulfonic acid is 2.5 ml, and the weight of phenol is 5.09 ml. When we mix three together, we got our compound called Celol, or phenyl salicylate. So in our next slide, we will take a look about the mechanism. What is the mechanism? Is, as I told you, very simple. Here that lone pair is attacked on the methane sulfonic acid. Here protonated form is occurred, and then here that lone pair attacks on that hydrogen, and then reaction start and we will get our compound. The molecular weight is 138.12 for salicylic acid, 94.11 for phenol, and the product has 214.22 gram per mole. So here if we take a look, the molecular formula C7H6O3 plus C6H6O, then what should we have to give? We have to get C7, C13 here. Okay, from here we get C13, H12, but we have H10, 2H less, and then O3, O4 total we have a O. So it means here we got H2O, our byproduct. So here that's why we receive a byproduct H2O. When we compile that, our molecular formula calculation is complete. So first of all, we have to look to Fischer esterification, which is a key esterification to how that phenyl salicylate is formed using the salicylic acid and phenol. So for that one, the basic mechanism is any carboxylic acid when react with any alcohol in the presence of H plus or acid catalyst will get ester and removal of water molecule. So first we have to look about that how to get a protonated alcohol. So here when H plus, when the lone pair of the oxygen is attacked to the H plus or hydrogen ion, it's converted into the OH2. That protonated form of alcohol is used in the further reaction. So that's why carboxylic acid lone pair, it means the lone pair of carbonyl carbon attack to the hydrogen atom to absorb the hydrogen, and here the formation of positive charge. Carbonyl carbon become a negatively charged. So the lone pair is attacked over here. Then at the moment there is another situation is coming in. The situation is here the OH group is still attached with the oxygen atom, so oxygen valence is increased. So for we can say there is a loss of one lone pair. So another molecule of that alcohol is still over there present, so they attack on the hydrogen atom and get back the hydrogen and again form the positive ion. After that, abstract the proton from that our compound, our intermediate. The bond here is shifted to the oxygen atom and the lone pair is completed here like that. So next what? Next that oxygen lone pair attack to the hydrogen again of that alcohol and again convert into the OH2 in our intermediate. So we can say this is the intermediate 1, this is the intermediate 2, this is the intermediate 3, and then our reaction is processed. In that intermediate 2 step, what happened? The lone pair is attacked when the hydrogen of that alcohol, the bond pair is shifted to the oxygen atom towards oxygen atom, and we will get this kind of compound in which that oxygen attached with the hydrogen and the oxygen possess positive charge. That moment the lone pair here shifted electrons towards a bond, or lone pair become a bond pair, or excess charge on the carbon atom. So carbon try to remove the electron from that one, and the OH bond is more labile, so that is removed because of the electron density here is too much high. So this is removed to get the electron from that bond, CO bond, and we get the removal of water here. After the removal of water, we can see here OH is also present. So in the case of OH, what happened? The bond is shifted towards here and the bond is just removed. When the bond is just removed, we will get our compound back. So that is our ester, and that is our water molecule. So finally, we can learn lots in that Fischer esterification, but now we will switch to our real mechanism. What is the mechanism? In the mechanism section, that is here we consider a phenol, pH in a blue. So first, as we start, methane sulfonic acid react with phenol. The lone pair of phenol attack on the hydrogen of methane sulfonic acid and will get protonated form. This is a protonated form of phenol. That protonated form is used in that reaction, and the reaction, the lone pair of the carbonyl, oxygen, is attacked to the hydrogen. When it's attacked to the hydrogen, formation of intermediate 1. Due to the formation of intermediate 1, the positive charge, because of positive charge, the bond pair shifted to the lone pair. The bond pair shifted to the lone pair as a lone pair, and the carbon atom becomes a deficient, and then again the phenyl or the phenol lone pair attack to the carbon atom. Again the process is started. Here the H is here, so that lone pair again effect on that hydrogen and abstract the hydrogen. The bond pair shifted here, and we will get the second. This is the second, and this is the third. When we get our third intermediate compound. The third intermediate compound, again we have that protonated phenol, the protonated phenol hydrogen, which is that attacked by the lone pair of the oxygen atom in that side. When is lone pair of oxygen atom attacked to the hydrogen, here the OH2 is formed. Same, the lone pair is come over to the here, and that bond is just removed. When the bond is just removed, here again the OH is there. Here it's become a positive charge, so that positive charge removal due to that bond pair is a lone pair, and here we have a lone pair, and this is our compound, and from here we get a H2O molecule. So basically that is the mechanism how that whole the synthesis proceed. So in the next we will see the procedure, and this is key factor. So first we have to take 250 ml round bottom flask. This is our 250 ml round bottom flask. In that flask we have to add 6.1 gram of phenol. Then we have to add 9 gram of salicylic acid and 3 ml of methane sulfonic acid. Heat the mixture for 90 minutes. After, cool it at room temperature. Pour the whole mixture in ice water or ice cold water or ice. Take the crude product and recrystallize it. We will get 60% purity, and the melting point is 198 to 199. So we will switch here to some calculation section because it is very important as well. In the calculation section, the starting material is salicylic acid for that reaction. The molecular formula of C7H6O3 as we discussed previous, and the molecular formula of Salol is C13H10O2 because here also we get water molecule. So and here we have used to this phenol. So the all thing is fine here, but then we have to take a look at molecular weight of salicylic acid 138 gram and the molecular weight of Salol is 214.22. So the molecular weight of, suppose we take 138.12 gram per mole salicylic acid, it's converted into 214.22 gram per mole Salol. So what about if we take 8 gram of salicylic acid, and how many Salol we'll get? It's called theoretical yield. We'll get something here theoretical, but after practical we get 4.3 gram as a practical yield. So when we divide practical yield by theoretical yield, we will get our percentage yield, and which is very important in the experimental section. So next we will take a look about the characterization technique, particularly IR spectrum. So see, here there is very clear that portion is aromatic region portion. So that is AR portion or phenol or aromatic region. That is due to the oxygen. So we can say the peak it's 3400 centimeter inverse, or we can 3200 to 3400. The peak what we get is due to the hydroxyl ion or stretching and bending on it one. Another is ester. So ester we have another peak. We have another peak set of this one and peak set of this one. So we'll take a look from which it is belonging, and it's very easy to understand. Our next technique is mass spectrum. So mass spectrum will get here the mass is 214. So here we get 100% abundance of 214. So we can consider this M plus peak, and another peak short peak we will get here 215. So it is M plus 1 peak. So on the basis of mass, yes, we can say yes, our compound is prepared because we have the same molecular weight and plus 1 molecular weight regard with our compound molecular weight. The final characterization is done with the help of the NMR spectrum. By the way, this is a predicted NMR. So if you compare the predicted NMR, okay, with final, there is some changes, but we can take a look in predicted one, then we can easily understand the final NMR. So what is the predicted NMR? So we can start with the top proton, the highest proton, which is a OH, is 15.2, that's here. So we can say 1H singlet we will get here. The another is that hydrogen, which is second highest one because it's crowded with that oxygen atom, hydrogen bonding, and this oxygen atom. So it should be a doublet because there is a one hydrogen atom, so 1 plus 1 multiplicity, and we have doublet. So that is a 1H doublet we get. Here the all crowded a lot. There's lots of crowd from starting from 7.02 to 7.49. 8 hydrogen is about to multiply. Or we can conclude the 4 hydrogen, 4 this side, 4 this side. So we didn't get a multiply. From that we can say yes, we have a OH with the same ring where the ester is. The next our point is the result table. The result table itself very important portion, as we discussed lots of practical previous, but it is still very important portion. So the name, you have to write the compound here, Salol. The molecular formula, you have to write the molecular weight, yes, 214 point something. The melting point 198 to 199. Structure formula, definitely you have to draw. Theoretical yield, you have to write. Percentage yield, you have to write. Apart of that, from the IR mass and NMR characterization technique, confirm the presence of the group, which is OH and CO2. In addition to that, there is a AR group is present. So the 3 group is present, and the percentage yield, whatever you get here, you have to write it down here. So the whole stuff, we can say, yes, that's our compound, is we got the compound and the characterization confirms that that is a compound. Addition, one technique you have to perform, you have to take a TLC as well if you wish to confirm more their compound during the practical. So that's it for guys for today. There's a reference section. Thank you for watching. And please press the subscribe button and bell icon to get notification soon.